You eyeing that fresh shat bare paws lump of lumber yonder? That be the misery's delight. Malnaj's pus-stuffed canker of a boat. Malnaj, High Queen Sea Devil of the Deadfire. Unfortunately, also the second best ship hunter around. After yours truly, of course. Doxy popped a hard on and a half for hating me the tick I joined the Sorcerer. Romaro shielded me from the worst of her training. When they bountied him, I figured for sure the Rat Queen would be the first rat up the gangplank. Malnaj be up in Romaro's head or I've never had a roll on the waves. She finds him for us. She'll sink him soon as sighted. Come on, Cap.
Leave it to me.
Have you heard about the commotion at the palace?
Of course. Something about Luminous Adra.
A giant made of luminous adra.
All I know is that they're all at each other's throats up there.
You both attest that you have made all possible efforts to come to a peaceful...
I did not send for anyone to preside over our contest.
No? You didn't hire a bodyguard, coward. We have business. What do you want? The family keeps you on a tight leash, Laro. Will getting impaled on a Valera blade prove something to them?
What's your words, Oaf? You want the Juana to know we're dueling?
My bad so to the tribals. We should be free to settle matters on Valiant terms.
Small wonder the old empire collapsed in civil strife if this is the Valian way.
And how do your colonies fare, Adira?
This street thug called my family a warren of corrupt inbreds. But is there a dung heap in all the world that does not have a little Valera cousin scratching through it?
That wolf he calls mother would have us live out our days polishing Bardato silver. Ak, this is but one chapter in a long anthology of Bardato arrogance.
Arrogance? Per complancanet, you should thank me for my patience. Nothing less than the total disgrace of the Valeras would satisfy me.
Then you will die unfulfilled. attack. My brother Martino would applaud if he knew.
My sister would not approve in the slightest. But this is my duty, all the same.
A threat? Liberos? We are the sons of the wealthiest families in Deadfire.
Mela! Scatter!
What? Where are you going, you stuffed shirt? Hey, wait! This isn't over, you coward! You can't hide behind your corrupt mother forever!
Out for trouble or taking in the sights?
Laro has returned to the estate intact. Perfetto. Too much Bardato blood has been spilled in the name of Vengiata. Ak, nothing has been solved, only delayed. Here, for your discretion. You have not met Mother, have you? I'm certain she'll have work for someone invested in the family.
Already on it.
Ah, yes. The newcomer. I thought you might visit. Lady Izali Bardato. Custom dictates, I say, at your service. But I have not the time for such lies. You saw my son dueling with the Valera boy. At least he survives to learn from his mistakes. When Valera and Bardato cross each other, only blood and sorrow remain. Perhaps in time, if great Wodica judges us worthy of supporting the company. Word has spread fast about the little spectacle at the docks. You've certainly caught everyone's attention. Perhaps the Watcher of Cadnua and House Bardato can help one another. Queen's Beth whispers of a Valera plot against my family. Something grander than pointless duels. You are a newcomer to the Deadfire, uniquely positioned to loosen Valera tongues. Zilly Valera strums a lute by the watchtowers, a meek-tempered boy, fonder of song and drink than the family business. He might spill something of his family's affairs. I'll have it taken care of at once. There. May it open doors for you. Try not to alert the Valeras of our knowledge. That is the point of involving an outside agent. Fratello doesn't make my affairs any easier with his wayward ambitions. Oh dear. You're serious, aren't you? You think I'd put myself in pistol range of that old imp? I think you overestimate how much of my trust you currently enjoy. More pleasant subjects, I hope. Are you still with me? I'd venture that you're working too hard. Because we do not belong in the same business. The Valeras are opportunists reaping the rewards of happenstance. They're little better than the pirates they're charged with slaying.
Better is self-deception, mayhaps.
Ugh. My bank shoulders the costs of the Valian Trading Company's operations in the Deadfire. It is said that no Valian may wipe themselves unless a Bardato signature approves it first.
If that's true, we gotta stop shaking hands with them.
I'm certain you've touched worse, farmhand.
You're a follower of the light?
Light? Oh, you mean... well, depends on what you mean by follow.
Maybe you heard earlier? I follow Aethys too. Mostly, in a way. I mean, I am a child of the Dawnstars, even if firstly I'm a Gaunite.
That's good, I guess. For you.
Oh, maybe you don't want to talk about it. That's all right. Surely, some other time, then. Was it the way I said it? Or maybe I'm in need of a washing.
Aethys, light of
The
spring,
Hazanui is
son
at the
of
palace,
world,
blaming
thou
the
givest me
Valians for
life
attacking
and
one of their
purpose.
ports.
Well, did they?
Of course not. But the Queen must calm them down before
Merla, how is every ship hunter taken?
We can summon the guards if you want to be difficult, Aimiko. Kindly leave.
If Luca doesn't see reason, the Duape will lose their lands. For their sake, I must...
That's enough out of you. Good day.
Please, I must ask a favor. What say? Do you have business with the Valian Trading Company? My people are the Duape. We signed a contract with the company. We were not understanding the terms at the time. I wish to, what say, renegotiate. But the clerks turned me away. My father, the Ranga, took payment from the company. In exchange, they dig for Audra. He did not understand the Valian way. When he dies, the Outlanders will claim our island for themselves. Father has fallen ill, and the clerk, Luca, stands by the agreement as surely as if it was stamped in his skin. Akira. When the Valian clerk learned I was from the Duape, he became very anxious. I made my appeals to Luca, but my words were as stones dropped down the deepest well. While I am barred from the company office, I can do nothing for my people. I showed Luca a new contract, yes? Fairer, more agreeable terms. Luca called me a criminal and summoned his guards. A man in the gullet offered to assist me. He carried papers, ink, and wax. He helped to write a new contract in the Valian way and to fix the correct seals. Luca, I say he did not like this. He took my contract and forced me into the streets. I do not know this word. I would fix, but Luca will not give me the chance. Negotiating with outsiders has not gone my way. Akira, my thanks. I will remain here by day until justice is done. The company may see you as a spy. Take care that your oar doesn't cut the waves too sharply.
Hey, I wanted to ask you something. It's about Shodi. She means well. I can see that. And she's spirited, and if I was still young and didn't know the things I know, it'd be different. But anybody got that much faith in any god, let alone Aethys? I don't know how to talk to someone like that. Not these days. I get why she's like that. And I was there once, long time back. But it's 'cause of that I can't see a way to respect it. I'm no good at hiding it from her either. I don't see this getting better. It doesn't seem like she's any different than what she shows. Same thing, really. That's just her trying to find a way to worship Aethys that makes sense to her. I guess that sounds familiar now that you mention it.
Consider it done.
Eccosi. You have business here? Governor Lueva Alvari. Governor Alvari manages the company's day-to-day operations. As you can imagine, this makes her a very busy woman. Keep the all clear, please. This is a place of business.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I cannot stop to talk.
Not a problem.
Just a moment. There we are. So, did Alvari send you? I'm putting together the numbers. She will have to be patient. Well, you're no clerk. Sientere, Watcher. I was preoccupied. Do not take it personally. They put me in this side office for a reason. Oleska Saraso, advisor. And you are the Watcher that frightened the Harbor Master. Did you get turned around? I can't imagine what you'd want from me. Put plainly, I am an advisor to the director. I keep the books in order and offer advice on the operations of the fleet. Profits, losses, all here. I have a better head for numbers than for small talk, I'm afraid. It isn't personal. It is nice to be asked, I suppose. I hardly ever get anyone in here unless they need help with their sums. That is true, but hardly anyone says so. I have been lucky to reach this position. I enjoy the work, and it is clear that I am needed. Being useful. I will not lie. Our fortunes dwindle. I must ask the director for some clarity on these figures. I cannot imagine why they are so low. What can I do for you today, Watcher? I only handle the numbers, madam. If you are looking for work, you should speak with Governor Alvari. Her office is downstairs, towards the back.
You should see this.
Yes. You're in luck. The governor is between meetings. Go on in.
An interesting surprise. The Watcher of Cadnoa, no? I am told that is your ship in the harbor. Be cozy, I mean nothing by it. All newcomers are of great interest here. I am Nueva Alvari, Governor-in-Residence of the Valiant Trading Company here in Nekataka. What brings you to my door? An interesting question. Director Castol concerns himself with the business of the Valiant Trading Company as a whole. He must coordinate our operations across the entire region. I am afraid you must deal with me for the time being. You seek work, information. These are things I can help you with. Well, the Valiant Trading Company has been here in Nekataka for many decades now. Its main interest is in the mining of luminous Adra, for which we have negotiated with numerous tribes for access to the Adra sites and, where possible, labor. The company also engages in more mundane lines of trade, of course. Ultimately, we are merchants. Work suited to a watcher. Your arrival presents an opportunity. How much do you know about the Adra trade? Perhaps. We are concerned foremost with providing a return on our shareholders' investments by way of refined luminous Adra. Every viable deposit is of interest to us, cartographers, surveyors. At any moment, we have a dozen expeditions underway. Some weeks ago, we received word of a large quantity of luminous Adra on a distant island. Pukukahara. It is not charted on any of our maps. However, Pukokahara is said to neighbor the island of Tikawara, and we've already made contact with the natives there. We dispatched an expedition to Tikawara with instructions to locate the Adra site and determine its value. Our people have neither returned nor sent any word on their progress. We are too long delayed, and someone must finish the job. A watcher can determine if there is essence in the Adra, if it is worth the trouble and investment to remove it. Information for which we are willing to pay. Ideally, but if the worst has come to pass, I would like you to complete the investigation of the Adra deposit. Anything that may assist the company. Not much, unfortunately. A few superstitions among the locals, but they're unusually tight-lipped about the subject. Gelade, I will mark Tikawara on your map. We have had no real trouble with the villagers in the past, but I always recommend caution. This will be of some use to you, I think. It entitles you to act as a commissioned agent of the Valiant Trading Company. Present it and you will be recognized as such. Until then, I believe we're finished. Return here once you have word of our agents and our prize. Oh, and take care upon the open sea. There are greater hazards in these waters than a few pirates.
It's still going on, is it? When will those arrogant louts decide that enough is enough?
Consider it.
Try not to break anything. The servers at the tavern are clumsy. Most clumsy indeed. Stumbling from the street, I see. This is the heart of the Valiant Trading Company. You would know that if you had a reason to be here. From her office, Governor Alvari carries out the will of the Songretta Mea Compressa. We clerks are the fingers of their long reach. A lawful claim, I might add, no matter what the native says to the contrary. He showed up with a forged contract, as if I wouldn't know the difference between our paperwork and theirs. Tawenu is lucky I only seized the forgery. The Galad is too good for his kind. Your villager friend would do well not to stand between the company and our prize. The company is allowed to solve problems as we see fit. And right now, Tawenu is a problem. Besides, lying is second nature to the Ranga heir and his ignorant cliente. Simple enough. We take on the burden of caring for the tribe in exchange for luminous Adra rights. Tawenu is myopic if he thinks his tribe can thrive under a Ranga in this climate. The Crown has been known to grimace at our client tribe privileges. We do not allow local trouble to stymie us so that Rawatai can steal an advantage. Postenago, the company has every reason to congratulate itself. Now move along. I have larger matters to resolve than the fate of one insignificant island. This room stifles already. Must you crowd it further? This again? Precon plan, can it? I see. The company would appreciate it if you kept our affairs as discreet as possible. Now move along. I have larger matters. This room stifles already. This again? Precomplan, can it? Did those words really just escape your lips in broad daylight? It would cause me more trouble than a few paltry coins across my desk are worth. This is the homeland they signed away for money, Ak. I can almost guarantee the company will put it to more dignified use. This is... Ak, true enough. But breaking a contract for diplomacy's sake is simply not done. I would be remiss to uphold one contract to the detriment of our operation. Go on, then. Some of us have more important duties.
Ahoy, Captain. If I could bend your ear a moment, I'll be aiming to thank you for bringing me aboard. You run a tight shop, and you ain't no terrible person, neither. It'd be a welcome change from the Gentleman of Leisure. The Gentleman is only the finest ship among the Principe, and Captain Ferrante our most respected shipmaster. It were 2 honors and a half to be chosen to join his crew. Aye, you ain't wrong. Joining the Gentleman meant leaving the Sorcerer, leaving the only family I've ever known. Now don't sell yourself a Suole short, Cap, nor me neither. I know an opportunity when I board it. I'd seen what there were to be seen upon the Gentleman, learn what ropes were to be learned. Methinks a watcher after a dead god'll thrust me into an whole new set of eye-openings. And believe you me, I do appreciate myself a good thrust. I've a gift for you. This trinket be from one of the first ships I hunted. Malnage would have snatched it had I not found the perfect hiding spot. I know were I to tell you that, you mightn't want it no more. Just a jest, Cap. Nay, I tucked it away in my beard. Didn't wear braids back then, so my hair caught about everything from feathers to fish bones. Malnage shook me down for plunder after each raid. I figured out she wouldn't go nowhere near my beard. Said my face were like a saw rip fetish. Don't rightly know for sure, Cap. Thought at first she wanted me. Lasses be that way sometimes, treating you worse the more they fancy you. Given she tried to get me killed twice within our first fortnight together, I thought mayhap she were in deepest love. Didn't fancy her in the least, but a man has needs. And I figured at the time that she were as wet as any other lass. Figured I'd give her a whisper about what we might get down to in the old. Her answer were an unequivocal no, made with a sharpness. Might have been the closest I've ever been to death. You be entirely welcome. Now, if you'll pardon me, I've roundabout reached my limit for sentiment.
Nice day out, isn't it?
Akira, you return. What say, friend? Akira, I cannot believe. A light after our long sorrow. My village is modest, but I came prepared. I set aside a few gems for trading. They are yours by right. You are a friend of the Duape. We do not forget.
A giant? One of the Rathoon?
No, much bigger. Such is the rumor.
Sounds like sailor tales to me.
Hundreds nethers. Something I can do for you? Oh, sure. What about? Guess that means you've spent at least an hour or two in town. Not like Martino does, no. My uncle works hard to prove we're not thieves or murderers. I fear that Persa's going to ruin that for us. She's in the thick of something too big for her. I caught Cousin Persa running her mouth off about the job Belda got her involved in. Persa's been spending time in the gullet, in the tavern down there. Maybe she could tell you more. Sorry, I guess you got a mouthful, huh? I really ought to get back to my loot.
Uh-huh. What can I do you for?
Not a problem.
Yeah, all right.
The Queen is holding court today with the Valians and Rowatayans.
How long before they're killing each other?
Wager on it?
Washed into port.
Hold up, Cap. That be Malnage, the High Queen Sea Devil of the Deadfire herself, awaiting us like a shark in heat.
If it ain't the Deadfire's newest captain, still all shiny and sleek. Surprised to see this salty old barnacle's itched to ride on your hull.
Typical Malnage. Can't match my skill, so you try to spew shit.
Boy, when you're as old as me, your skill will still be naught more than the untrained fumbling of an Adeiran maid to the refined workings of my mind. I've heard about your run-ins with Captains Benweth and Ferrante. Meeting the old Principe seems like. Almost makes a girl green, the envy of missing the party. I'm tracking a man by the name of Rimaro, traitor to the cause.
Rimaro ain't no traitor, you mind-blind sack of squid squirts.
I'm sure he'll be loyal as the Tide-Eye, you jelly-spine shit-gurgler. Captain, there'll be a bounty of some 4,000 pounds on Rimaro, quick or dead. I'd be willing to cut you a tenth of that, here and now, if you give me any knowledge you might have stumbled across on your travels. Careful, Watcher. You don't want to go making yourself an enemy of the Principe Sen Patrena. Anyone aids our enemies shares their fate, you know? Fare thee well, Captain. See you around, Seraphin.
Traveler, have you any food? Surely you've a scrap to spare. Mercy, traveler. Never have I been so hungry. I'm no one. Only Rakara. Just Kara, I mean, to my friends. Thank you. I'll share it, I swear. Thank you, traveler. I have the tribe's generosity and my share of the Mataru's fortune. What more should I want? Even the sailors on the docks and even the wandering travelers know me as Raparu. Don't you? It is my place, and so whatever I earn, be it coin from a kind hand or fish from the sea, I must tithe it to the tribe for the good of us all. Forgive me, I say too much. If you would know more, ask Inoi. Our elder listens to those in need, and he speaks, out of earshot of the guards. He's there. In the house to the right when you cross the bridge, he can speak of the hunger. The gullet is a lawless place, forgotten. The only authority here is the Matarus, and they don't work on our behalf. But if it is a wise man you want, seek Inoi in his home. He tries to keep us safe and fed. He does not always succeed, but he does try. Trying's worth a lot down here.
They took him. For what? Bataro's the second this month.
And they say the pittings aren't increasing. Do they lie to themselves or just to us? At this rate, who'll be left to suffer the Mataru's ire?
Already on.
One of my eyes be open.
How did you hear that? About the boss?
With my own ears. Dario said there's treasures in that pit.
Shh! Have you lost your wits?
Harami! I am here, Seduzo Nui.
Do we expect today a scramble root merchant?
We do not, Seduzo Nui.
Then state your business quickly. I want to avoid another surprise. Nearly done, I hope. I sold a consignment of iron and cultural coral, and will return to Rauatai with vorals, merkberries, and Andra stars. Are you writing that down?
Nay, lass. We're merely moved to a momentary bout of verse by the beauty on display before me.
Anyway, that's what brought me here. Most do. What is your business with me? Nearly done, I hope. The Royal Deadfire Company would frown on business in this district, but there's no harm if they don't know. What is your business with me? Nearly done. What is your business? Nearly done, I hope. What is your business?
Don't see why you'd spend all that time arranging your food if you aren't making it look like a funny face.
Cheers. What do you require? We had a contract with the Valian Trading Company to defend one of their most valuable properties. If you're looking for work, I hardly recommend them. They pay well, and they pay on time.
Consistency in the shipping lanes. Good for types mercantile, but better for types piratical.
Did you say something?
Just admiring your spread, my lad. Nothing better after a meal than a ripe pair of melons. My fingers be fat and furry, but they're ever so nimble.
Hey, fresh face. Welcome to the hole. Just got 2 rules, yeah? Keep your hands to yourself, and don't fall in. Need something? The hole's been here so long as there's been a gullet. Though it ain't always been mine. What's the neighborhood without a place to get pissed drunk and lose your pants? Well, it's a bit of a story. See, I was born here. Right here, fresh face, right on this counter. And I'll die here too, God's willing. Of course. What you need? You'll find all kinds in the hole, even some of the competent sort.
Never smelled meat like that before. All half-rotten and briny.
What would you call the color on that meat? Ash? I'm starting to miss the gruel and gilded veil.
Romaro ain't never brought me down here. Oh, gods, I miss that man.
Why do you bother me, little kith? No? The gullet reeks of illness. The beds are too small. An imp tried to nest in my hair, and Firna, the tavern keeper, refuses to give me more than 1 day off a month. How am I supposed to hunt when I am chained to this stove? Maybe I'll become a pirate. Get myself a bird and an eye patch. How do you mean? I don't work for free. This will do. For now. Already on it.
We've no intent to disturb you. Please carry on.
Bayer, I don't know this one.
We asked not to be disturbed. What are you doing here? Well, that's the end of subtlety.
You told me you weren't followed.
Sally can't know that I was here. Bad news for our new friend.
Wits of their eyes.
What can I do you for?
What for, Cap? Firmas, me too, man.
Yeah?
Pariathus!
Yeah?
You're mine!
I'm here. What do you need?
What for, Cap? Consider it right fucked.
What can I do you for?
Need a hand? Here's something special.
What can I do you for? Arthek Worthen Roth!
Hey.
Stay behind me.
Lavaru beyond seek.
Just say the word. How do you like that?
Yeah! Feels like wading through mud up to
What
my
for, Cap?
armpits.
Hey! I can't move!
Hey.
That's right.
How may I help?
Lavaru beyond sick.
Ready when you are. There's a treat.
Oh?
These uns are in for a walloping.
Hey.
Ahoy. Simas me too.
What can I do you for? Mode exceed honor.
Yeah? Here's something special.
Hogwash! I'll light the darkness.
Aye?
Yeah!
Need a hand? You'd better run.
Hmm? I'm on it.
Ahoy.
Yeah?
Yeah? Time to separate the chaff.
Aye?
Yeah? Death to our enemies!
Aye.
What can I do you? I'll light the darkness.
Tell me.
Yeah!
Hey.
What for, Cap?
Ready when you are. You'd better run. Ready when you are. Take this!
Yeah?
There's a...
Hey. What do you need? Oh? Gladly.
Need a hand? Need a hand?
You killed him! Let me go, and I won't say a word about what happened here.
The Bardatos sent you, right? No need to kill me over a family tiff, eh? I just check for traps. Belder and her crew are the vault crackers, not my line of work. This job? I'm out. It never happened. Belder's plan was for everyone to converge on the Bardato vault. You won't find me anywhere near the Bardato fortune. Can we agree that that's worth sparing my life? I think that would be best as well. Consider me gone.
Let's not stand too close to that.
Ain't exactly an hole in the wall, is it? On, well, account of it being an hole in the floor. Never mind.
It's nice. Far as holes in the ground go, I reckon.
You think the hole was already here, or they dug it after they thought up the name?
You must be new. Lucky for you, we have a special rate for newcomers. A bag of coppers in exchange for your life.
Told you.
It seems we've made a mistake. Forgive and forget, no?
Aye. What say you, girl? I see much and many things. I simply do not look with these eyes in the same manner that others do. I have heard much as well. Footsteps like distant thunder. The wind whispers of a watcher who chases Aethys. I also hear the Raparu's heartbeat, grown thready and pained. Now a watcher comes to the gullet, as Amira has shown me you would. The Raparu are being crushed from the top. We starve so slowly. It is an agony.
No one deserves to suffer. Not like this.
This is the Juana way. The fish of our nets are drawn for the tribe. The fruit of our fields, too, is reaped for the tribe. And the coin of our pockets belongs not to one, but to all. All spoils are gifted to the whole of the tribe. The tribe then partakes from the top down, from the most deserving to the least. The Mataru risk their lives to protect the tribe. The Kwaru provided skilled goods and services. The tribe takes care of the Raparu more than we contribute to the tribe. Or it did, before our numbers swelled too large. The Dawn Stars would feed us, but the guards forbid them to pervert the order of sharing. There was a man who helped us, a soft-hearted pirate named Ulug. He worked with the Principe captain, Mad Morena, they call her, to bring us food from the black market. But for days now, we've had nothing. Ulug was never late with his shipments. Always very conscientious. A good boy. For him to disappear for several days without word, he must be dead. The Queen refuses to increase our share of the prize share. Without Ulug's shipments, we will surely starve. I am asking you, what else can we do? If you do not know your way to the row, someone at the hole may be able to help you. Perhaps you can achieve what those of my caste cannot. Gain us favor with the crown, and always we Roparu will be indebted to you. If we cannot convince the Mataru nor the Principe, I believe the Dawn Stars may help us. Peatly is a child of the Dawn Stars, and has become the Gullet's most cherished healer. I believe she would willingly hear your request for charity. Speak, and I will listen. You mean the black market that lies nestled in the depths of the Narrows? The guards do their best to stomp it out, but they are a single boot against 1,000 ants.
Them pox-riddled arbor hogs would be better served taking towels to the sea, for all the drying they'd give it.
I do not know how to get there, but someone at the tavern might. I've lived for many years in this gullet. My skin and bones have withered with each year, twisted harder, so that the Raparu now call me Paki Takiri. Though you can see, I am not very big or much sturdy. If a dispute arises within the gullet, I will see it resolved. That I can promise you. Both time and tragedy have rotted the gullet into a place of filth and crowdedness. Once, we Raparu lived in a fine neck of the city. That time has fallen, and with it, the ruins of our old city under Neketaka. Long before the foreigners swarmed us, a sea quake rumbled our city, and the mountain cratered down. Many cried to Andra, and were swallowed for their efforts. Now the Mataru send us into the ruins of the old city to be punished. Within that pit lies darkness and death. Not silence, but an end.
I don't think so.
My intelligence speaks of agitated whispers in the Valera household. Have on, then, and don't leave me in suspense. Now we know enough to sidestep this particular trap. Here, your deserving pay. I suggest we allow this heist to play out as intended. We will watch as our enemies walk into a trap. This will be the end of the Valera's short, ignoble reign in high society. It most decidedly is. I have no use for a faint heart. Find me when you come to your senses.
Yeah, can do.
A mess. This is why wizards get a bad reputation.
Archimere's auspicious apples lets you see 3 seconds into the future.
Hey, is that an Orlin Cajun back? They don't let you have those in Deerwood anymore. Well, that one's in pretty good condition.
Or I'd be taking half this back to the sorcerer. She'd truly live up the name.
I got nowhere else to turn. Stonehill is going to kill me.
Don't drag me into your mess, Bertenno. Not again.
Then you leave me no choice. I'm sorry.
Hey, come back with that! Madico! That flaccid pazzo! Imp, you had none of that, huh? That's what I thought. What am I going to do? Think, Facina. Ah, very funny. Bertenno just took Rokawa's fingers, which is no joke to me. He must have wanted to raise some fast coin. Arkemir will flay me alive over those damned gloves. Is it strange? I don't know. Go consult Archimede's grimoire if you're that curious. You do not know Archimede, do you? He is as cheap as a Wodican clerk. Whatever he loses from those gloves, he will take out on me. Somehow. He said that he's in debt to a Rautayan captain by the name of Hamuto Stonehill. By all accounts, a deadly serious man. Not that it's any of your business, but Bertenno used to spend a lot of late nights here. I got into the construct's guts and marked off Bertenno as a safe visitor so they would not attack him. And before you ask, no, I will never do this again. You will? If you are expecting some payment or reward, I do need to keep this under wraps.
You look capable. While I am stuck behind this counter, I am in no position to refuse help. A discount goes without saying. You're saving me a world of trouble by doing this. Thank you. I do not know where Bertenno fences his goods, but he mentioned an appointment at the Bra Citadel docks. Hamuto Stonehill must be as dangerous as he sounds, or else Bertenno wouldn't be so panicked. Bertenno stole Rokawa's fingers to pay off his debt. If Arkemir finds out, he will... Suddenly, I am the apprentice of He of Many Colors. That's plain old Arkemir to you. What few spells I know have names like Arkemir's Dripping Scourge or Arkemir's Malevolent Codpiece. He made me conjure a household staff of imps. Horrible, chittering things. I think it's because he knows I hate them. He makes me call him by the titles he's earned in his long career. I can also call him by the titles I've made up since the start of my apprenticeship. To me, he's the bringer of foul wind, the teeth of suckling imps, and the herald of dirty slippers.
Quench your thirst on the way up the mountain? Spirits and the like? No one this side of the slope will scorn you for a little indulgence. Between us, folks tend to linger and spend coin in parikis when they've had a few. Good for business, I say.
You had no right to interfere in Rawatai's business.
Huana culture isn't business, you company drudge.
I don't give two pyres for your tribal pride, and I wager that Arkemir cares even less.
If this is what passes for Rawatai in diplomacy, Razanui has bigger problems.
If you've come to see Arkemir, you're too late. He left the estate on wizard business.
Tamar and I wanted something from Arkemir. Our powers of persuasion leave much to be desired.
The wizard got his hands on a Huana tablet, the Harapo epic. I came to reclaim it for Rawatai. In the middle of my negotiations, this little pest showed up with a claim on it.
The Harapo epic belongs to the Huana. The Queen sent me to remind you both. Akira, few outsiders can appreciate what such an artifact could mean to our people.
Posturing about cultural value is worthless. We both want the tablet for the same reason.
There are things better left unsaid.
While I'm standing here, you mean?
Akira, I don't deny it. I might as well adjourn to the palace in Serpent's Crown and give Arkemir time to think.
What a load of... You mean to get your hands on that tablet with or without Arkemir? You island rats can barely write your own names, much less a distinguished epic.
Scamper back to the Brass Citadel and spin your own plots. I will happily do the same on my side of the island. For me, I could use a reprieve. These are frustrating times we live in. What say? There's always Facina, Arkemir's apprentice. No love lost there if whispers are true. Arkemir seems to enrage those of his inner circle, not excluding the imps. Akira, I say the relevance of the Harapo epic can't be overstated. It could prove a touchstone for the Huana. It could even... Sorry, you go ahead. Akira, from the Journal of Rakua, an explorer who found the tablet on a remote island some 20 years ago. Unfortunately for Akua, the most we found of her was her journal among the flotsam of a shipwreck. It is important to all who call the Deadfire home. I only tell you this because I know you can be trusted. The epic is supposed to contain information on Ukaizo. Nothing as dramatic as a set of coordinates, but anything helps. Stories are also important to the Huana. Much of who we are is still missing. The story could speak to the values and beliefs of our ancestors. The language structure, narrative voice, and use of metaphor can tell us something about the time of its inscription. We could even... Oh, I've lost you, haven't I? Akira, I tend to go on. They think the tablet can show them... well, the way to Ukaizo. Akira, it's a mythical island, but that isn't stopping any of us from rushing to claim it first. Akira, the pleasure is mine.
Did the Queen summon everyone to the palace?
Akira, I'd never seen Aruihi run so fast.
Do you think the Audra Colossus would come here next?
Pray to Kahopa, it does not.
Nightcap.
Did I tell you? You were in my dreams last night, Watcher. You were on your knees before my God. And I couldn't stop screaming.
If you come to do business, outsider, you are late. Your people are already inside, speaking with the Queen. You will find her in her throne room, through the door behind me. Inform the guards of your purpose. Whether the Queen will hear you above the baying of her guests is another matter.
Consider it done.
While I am flattered by the esteemed Hazanui's confidence, I must wonder how my people are meant to have destroyed an entire colony overnight.
You tell us. It's no coincidence that your outpost at Port Mage survived the recent storm.
You speak as if I could command the tides, while you are casting your blame in a wide net. Why not look to our Kahanga allies? We do not share their talent for shaping water.
I say our guest forgets himself.
Brother, stand down. You are the one who mistakes my throne room for a sparring arena. I say this is beneath us. An interesting visitor in difficult times. You cannot be here to deliver a favorable omen. This one is a watcher blessed by Tangaloa. I suspect that many of our questions about Hasongo will soon be answered.
One of our busiest ports. Much of the food we send to Rawatai passes through Hasongo. I take it from your question that you are not here to enlighten us about Hasongo.
Huck, I know this one. Her parlor tricks frightened 10 years of every sailor in Queen's berth.
We assembled to discuss the darkening of Hasongo, one of Rawatai's colonies. Watcher, it seems you have the floor.
Huh. What sailor's tale is this?
There's no sane explanation for what's been happening. You keep waiting for one, it'll be too late.
Does tilling the soils of the Eastern Reach drive all men mad? You sound as crazy as the Dawnstar Dreamers.
Have you not heard the rumors, Karu? An Adra Colossus marching across the sea. Sailor tales, but credible ones.
Ganta Nichese. I'm acquainted with the Watcher of Cadnua from my assignments in Defiance Bay and Twin Elms.
Tiverus? It explains the colorful nature of your reports.
I have seen things with her that are not even told in the most outlandish of sailors' tales.
And I'm supposed to take two Valians at their word?
How came a watcher from half the world away to be involved in these happenings? Enlighten the court.
At least you've got gumption. Nothing worse than standing around in the middle of a storm. What are you asking of us?
Ah, well, by all means. Let me mark every site of value on your map.
Acting on this threat would be reckless until we understand it better. I believe our course is clear. We will send the Watcher to Hisongo. Set sail to the west of Nekataka. I would tell you to keep a weather eye out for a lighthouse, but the God of Light did not appreciate competition. Something to add, Hazanui? You have an eager look about you. She believes herself entitled to my ear, I say.
Only that Hisongo is a Rauatayan outpost. It would be useful for the Watcher to take one of ours along.
Ma'am?
Maya's an expert sailor and a better sharpshooter. The best the Brass Citadel has to offer. Whatever comes your way, she'll see it first.
If it gets me and Ashiza out of diplomat duty, we'd set sail with a drunk scolder at the helm.
And shut us out entirely? We have every right to know of any hazards in these waters. Palagino, go with the Watcher. See that the Republics are served in this investigation.
Ah, Your Excellency. Ahmed Kong Swalias.
That will be enough parading of champions for now. I'm certain that our guest knows how to assemble a crew. Akira, if you can stand the chattering of unlike minds on your ship, that is your prerogative.
Oh, good thing I'm already accustomed to cramped quarters and temperamental birds.
We both have our orders. I have no interest in interfering with you as long as you do not interfere with me.
I believe we are finished here. Aruihi? Aren't we popular? Take care at Hisongo. The Deadfire was overfull before Aethys blundered in. And take care with your trading company spies.
I say it is beyond time our guests lick their wounds somewhere else. Let's speak. Watcher, while we have the chance. Your coming is a favorable omen already. You happen by a time when our rivals bicker and tear at each other's throats. It does not take a priest to see how the gods send us an outsider to dig under the skin of our enemies. No, I say. The envoy of a god will humble our foreign allies. I will not paddle around the island. My sister wants to know if you are as useful as you are disruptive. She trusts me to judge this. You did not come this far to serve the crown, I say. But sailing is an expensive hobby. Loyal service can keep your galley stocked. I am Onikaza's shield. For a time, let it suffice that we speak with the same authority. My sister and I both value action over fine words. If you can shoulder some of our royal burdens, I know she would be grateful. My sister keeps a tight grip on Nekataka, but the filth of it drips down her palm and into the gullet. Under our noses, I say, do foreigners smuggle contraband and pay the Rapau for their silence? Take this if you need proof. An envoy ship sank a day's voyage out of Nekataka. He wore that on his breast. My guards recovered it in a raid of the gullet. This confirms my suspicion. Nekataka has a pirate problem. Smugglers and thieves cluster like rats in Delver's Row, a growth in the bowels of our city.
You think pirates raiding those Republic's bastards be the source of your people's agony? Wonder what the gullet folk would be thinking of that, sir.
Anyone who preys on my people will know Onikaza's justice in time, I say. I want someone to peddle the medallion to the black market, earn the trust of these pirates, and learn how supplies come into my city. It must take keen senses to peer through the veil. Others will miss the details that stand out to you, I'm thinking. It will depend on what you find, I say. Onikaza leaves this for me to handle. While she worries about the manor, I tidy up the basement. I say nothing gets past you. Is there any question why I want you for the job? If we dealt only in pirates, then I would put a trusted agent in rags and send him down hiding in a food wagon. But Akira, I have reason to suspect our problem goes deeper than we know. For this, I want an expert. When you travel down the mountain, seek Takehu in Pariki's Overlook. He is a godlike, one who the people look to for hope. Ngati's chosen knows of our troubles. He could also use a lesson in Raparu modesty. Takehu was touched by the goddess Ngati at birth. He is as much a creature of the sea as he is Hawana. We are left to interpret what the goddess intends by sending him among us. Akira, if I know Takehu, he is stirring tempers in the Water Shapers Guild. Be on your guard in the gullet. I fear the caverns run deeper than even Ngati could guess.
Already on it.
Tekehu, you have shirked your duties for the last time, I say.
Guildmaster, be reasonable. I skipped one lecture to travel up the mountain. Still, the palace is closed until you present me before Onikaza.
You went alone. I asked for patience, but as usual, you make a trench out of a tide pool. Akira, it's always both where this one is concerned.
My patience wears thin, old shark. You have stifled me enough for one trip through Rakuhu's bowels.
I say Ngati weeps at her petulant spectacle of a child.
Akira, the significance is clearer to some than others.
For a water shaper who treasures his duty to the goddess, you spend too many days cavorting at the brothel.
Ugh, insufferable. It is not every day that I see a stranger face than mine in this part of town. I had not expected the prince to respond so quickly. Serpent's crown is under pressure, I say. And what exactly did Prince Aruihi tell you? Black market? This has nothing to do with my problem. Unless the prince did not mention anything about water shapers? I had thought the guild would be his first concern. It seems I was wrong. I expect that the prince is used to doling out only what is essential, and holding back the rest. Let us speak of this somewhere else. One can never tell who is listening. To the gullet, then. A watcher? And here I am, used to being the freak of Pariki's overlook. Outside of the Mataru priests, we don't get many spirit readers. You are not unknown to me, I say. Whispers of an Adra Colossus reach my ears, and louder whispers of a corpse who follows him. What will you do when you catch up to this walking god? They will, I say, have bickering thoughts on the matter. If it untangles me from the guild's apron strings, then you can mount me as the figurehead of your fair ship. Our quarters may smell of fish before long, but your crew will be more beautiful by association, I say.
Do the rest of us have a say in the matter?
No one's ever called me beautiful before.
Always were suspecting the captain be drawn to the blue and the beautiful. Welcome aboard, lad.
Fish milk would be an improvement. Glad to have you.
Lead on. It will be good to put some distance between myself and the guild, even if we find less savory places along the way. A fair warning, Captain. Ngati gifted her favorite son with more than his stunning complexion. Leave the lure out of this, Captain. I say you will learn, in time.
Farewell and fair winds to you.
If you want for company, look no further.
Consider it done.
A life without friction or challenge has left the boy in need of guidance. He thinks himself frail, but my heart beats in his chest. He is stronger than either of you could know.
Captain, what say? You look a little blue about the gills. What say? You need Kara, it is no problem. You need something?
What is your business with me? I would have nothing to do with such a place. But I hear the, proprietor might know more.
Need something? Whoa now, fresh face. Ain't bright to go waving that thing around just wherever. I know a Mataru trap when I see one, and I'm not looking to be snared. Keep that what's-it to yourself. Only a fool rests easy in the gullet. You'll want to take that medallion over to Delver's Row, the black market. It's all tucked away in that creepy maze on the west end of the gullet, the Narrows. Take a right the first chance you get. Then keep going forward until you see a merchant stall. Look close. There's a secret hallway behind a curtain there. That's your entrance. I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but all the same, you'd best watch yourself in Delver's Row. The crooks there will kill you just as soon as cheat you out of everything you own. If Dario doesn't gut you first. You stick around the gullet long enough, you might find out. Need something? What you need? I've got just the thing for you, fresh face. Just the thing. Do you prefer spider-free or spider-full?
It's the smell of cardamom that drew you, no? Or perhaps the sting of fresh pepper. Or maybe you seek something with a stronger bite. Ernetzo deals in such things. His shop is further down, next to the lift.
Not a problem. Already on it.
You are looking for something, Aimika? Perhaps I have it. Ernetzo has not seen you before. You must be new. New or very good at disguises. Another young water mage. Come, see Ernetzo's wares. You must spend that extra coin on something.
Forgive me. Do we know each other?
Così, it seems not. The mistake is mine. But how did you hear about this place? Wait, no. Do not tell me. Sometimes it is better not to know. There is something I can get for you, yes? Tell me quietly. A moment. This is a rare treasure, one for which certain people would pay a small fortune. I must ask, how did you come by this? You might speak with Dereo the Lean. He would be interested to know that such goods are drifting. To find him, leave Delver's Row, go right out of the market stall, then left at the intersection, and left again. But you did not hear it from me, Aimika. Was there any other business you wish to discuss?
You need a blade or a bludgeon, or some sturdy armor? Umani has what you seek. Old Umani's stock is tested in the hands and throats of the fiercest sorts in the gullet. Never will you find a better selection.
Something approaches.
What is this Kith creature?
All right, I'll go first. Is it true some of your kind are covered in soft fur that feels good to pet?
What secrets does it bring?
Let us see. Let us see. No prize secrets in this one. Not like the others with the water sense. Their minds carry secrets of a damp cave, a hateful glare beneath a stagnant pool, a dead woman's regret.
Gibberish. The floating spider had best explain itself.
Kith hoard many secrets. The best ones they bury deep in their cities, behind mighty walls. But what secrets fill your mind? The language of tongues is a dull, tedious thing. Why ask when you can see for yourself? A watcher, the Deerwood, the storm-racked coast of Rawatai. A death, a life, a wide sea, stirred by storms and pirates and... a wonderful secret.
I don't trust this creature at all.
Yes. You have been generous with us.
There is a place below the slums, old, cold, and abandoned, where the city swallows those it wishes forgotten. But this place was once part of the city. So was its temple, a site holy to the goddess of distant, forgotten things. We dig. There are many minds here with many secrets, many depths with even more.
A city under a city.
Another in the ruins.
It teems with young secrets, rivalries and betrayals. We seek the older secrets, buried deeper and carved on weathered stone.
You fancy yourself an antiquarian, yes? I heard about the medallion you brought to Ernedso. What I do not know are your reasons for doing so. I would make no such assumptions about one clever enough to survive the gullet. Many things of interest pass through the Undercroft. I could grant you leave to visit and see for yourself. A favor for a favor. Your friend, why is he so nervous? Are we not civil company?
It's something I ate. A bad koiki.
I have had a few myself, and this seems like something more, no? But I have just a remedy for such agitation.
I've seen things beneath the waves that would haunt your next life. Leviathans with teeth like masts. Mile-high statues wielding scepters of coral and bone. If I'm nervous, it has nothing to do with the likes of you.
I only meant to offer your friend some spiced palm wine. Nonetheless, your finder's fee for the water shaper.
What my friend means to say is thank you.
But let us speak now of you, the Watcher of the Deerwood, yes? I am thinking we could be grand friends, you and I. You cannot have too many friends in Nekataka.
Kara, but I am worth 5 friends at least.
And I need only a favor. An insignificant thing for a watcher like you. There is an artifact called the Cornet of Waves, which is currently in the possession of a Juana named Takano. I would like you to liberate it for me. Alas, none of my people are watchers, and you will see things they cannot. Takano is a man of many vanities, as your special gifts will no doubt reveal. His villa is on the eastern edge of Serpent's Crown, just downwind of the palace. The opportunist I first hired was too bold and found herself ejected from the district. With your unique talents, I am hoping you can avoid such complications and persuade Takano. After all, it would be best to avoid drawing the ire of our Mataru hosts. When you have the cornet, bring it to me. I will pay you well for it, and you will find my favor useful in this part of the city. It is an old Juana artifact, a musical instrument of sorts. Ages ago, it was part of a pair, but its companion, the Cornet of Depths, was lost when the old city sank. Both are said to carry the voice of Andra herself.
Look no further, silly man. I speak with Ngati's tongue.
And are you willing to sit upon my shelf for my entertainment? I do not believe in these superstitions, of course. have told you all you need to know of the cornet. Now, I suggest you focus your sharp mind on retrieving it. What do you require? A storm, a rash decision, and an accident at sea. One that took my sailing days, but not my skill with a needle. Life in the Deadfire is unpredictable. Sometimes it takes you in its jaws only to spit you out onto some new shore. Patience? First, you must bring me the cornet of waves. Why must we speak of sides, like squabbling merchants from the republics? Once, there were no sides, only Principi, a people united by common interest and culture. But as our fame has grown, so have our numbers. Many of these new bloods have no sense of restraint and little regard for our heritage. But we need them still. The new bloods are Principi too now, and many are inventive in ways the old guard is not.
More resourceful killers then. Do not talk around this.
I talk around nothing, my cuddled friend. You either take my meaning, or you do not. A most agreeable topic, or so I hope.
You're right. He does do that with his hands.
Fie, 'tis roughing his precious spelly book that scares the lad. Or maybe 'tis notching his wee finger.
You gotta stop. My sides hurt. Oh, I miss this.
Surely you've spied how he's always brushing himself. He won't say, but he's afeard of seagull shit.